If you're new to mixing or mastering your own music, then stick around. What I got right here is a song by Mamar, and I'm about to master it for him. And it does have a feature on there by me. The song is super dope, but that's besides the point of what I'm getting at here. Mastering, still to this day, I don't think I probably don't master in, let me go back there. I probably don't master in the conventional way that people would be like, oh, like this is the correct way to master. I just think that, whatever you do to make a song sound good, and as long as it comes out sounding good and people enjoy it, then you did it right. I've never been taught anything. I've been self-taught off YouTube tutorials and all sorts of other things. And so right now I'm just going to show you the way that I'm going to master this song in particular and the main plugins that I typically use to master things with. And there is one plugin that I'm going to show you that is just phenomenal for it. So stick around for that as well. All right, let's get back to it. I'm going to play the song for you right now. And he did send me the song at -6 dB. That gives me plenty of headroom. That headroom is this empty space up here at the top and bottom of the track, as you can see. This is a stereo track, so there's two waveforms going on. But that's what all this is. All this emptiness is headroom. And that gives you a lot more room to work with to kind of push things to their limits without it distorting or sounding like crap, really.
You will find in this world everything you need if you are willing to let go of other people's approval as the primary source for your spiritual nutrition and instead find a connection to something beyond that.
I can already see there ain't no holding back. There ain't no shame in your game, baby, and that's why you only love every time that you see me.
So the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to pull up an EQ. I really like the Renaissance EQ from Waves. I love Waves plugins. I highly suggest investing into Waves plugins and getting a Waves account and using their plugins. They're very high quality, and I think that they add really good flavor to the sound of songs, and they just work extremely well. So I'm going to pull this up, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop off some low end. So because in music, in the raw form of it and all that, for the most part, there is very unnecessary high-end frequency and low-end frequency that doesn't need to be there. And you want to get rid of that to give it a cleaner sound. So that's what we're going to do right now.
Already see there ain't no holding back. There ain't no shame in your game, baby, and that's why you only love every time that you see me. It's easy to tell me that I'm 6 feet under now. I've been spun right around. I've been hurt constantly, and you got no empathy. You can't even look me in the eye. Can't see the pain inside. Really, I don't wanna die, but I'm no longer alive. Living in a dark and lonely time, I can tell that you only tell the lies. Even if one day the pain subsides, I know it's only because I'm paralyzed. I'm running out of my mind, and I'm wasting all of my time. Give me back what you took of mine. I can't tell if you're a ghost or a demon I've been holding close. Taking everything I had inside, living like a fucking parasite. No, I don't wanna pull the trigger, but I don't wanna be so bitter. Baby, I cannot do this anymore. heart on the line, and you cut like a sword. Can I live anymore? Can I breathe anymore? Yeah, I got all this built up inside me, no feeling, no holding you anymore, anymore. Anymore. Can I live anymore? Can I breathe anymore? Yeah, I got all this built up inside me, no feeling, no holding you anymore.
I can already tell, it doesn't even matter what I do. I can already tell, there ain't no pleasing you. So ungrateful for everything that I've done, you're ungrateful. I thought you were the one, you made me hateful. It's better left said than done. To my head I put a gun. I don't wanna pull the trigger. I don't wanna pull the trigger. But the pain that I feel is much bigger.
I hope you heard that, bitch.
Feeling like I killed myself. It don't even matter what happens to me. Like I ain't even feeling myself. I'm living in hell. Oh well. Only time is gonna tell. Only time is gonna tell whether I make it out alive. Living in a cold and lonely night. You were my warmth and only light. Now it's all gone and out of sight. I might die just to fly high in the night sky. I don't wanna do this
Anymore. Over demon I've been holding close, taking everything I had inside, living like a fucking parasite.
All right. So, as you can see in the Equalizer, I chopped off some high end and low end to clean it up a little bit. I try not to really carve out any more frequencies through the mastering process, even though if it's necessary, then it's necessary. But I compressed it, kind of like glue it all together, and then I used a multi-band compressor. And there's some presets in here by professional engineers that you know, can really come in handy, and then you can tweak them if you want, or sometimes they sound really good the way they are, and that's how I felt with this Aaron C4 mastering preset. I feel like it added a nice touch to it, so I didn't even want to mess with it. But now, the plugin that I think everyone should have in their arsenal when it comes to mastering is this IM Pusher. And this thing is phenomenal. It's so cool. You have so many controls. You got input, you got like the high end, high frequency, so you can brighten some things up. You got a stereo imager, and this magic knob is awesome. You'll see what that does here in a minute. Dynamic punch, you can give it some smack. Then this right here is is where, you know, you want the magic, like the frequency of the magic and stuff to focus at. So higher frequency, mid frequency, low frequency, like the part of the song that you want the focus to be on, pretty much. Excuse me. And body, this can add some thickness to it, and then obviously the low end, the bass line in it. And what's cool is you can pick the key that it's in. If you know the key that the bass line is in, you can choose that and add some really nice harmonics to the low end if it needs it. So we're gonna fiddle around with that real quick, and then I'll talk to you about it afterwards.
Beyond that,
I can already see there ain't no holding back. There ain't no shame in your game, baby, and that's why you only love. Every time that you see me, it's easy. Every time I can tell that you're only told mine. I can't tell if you're a ghost or a demon I've been holding close, taking everything I had inside, living like a fucking parasite. No, I don't wanna pull the trigger, but I don't wanna be so bitter. Baby, I cannot do this anymore. My heart on the line, and you cut like a sword. Can I live anymore? Can I breathe anymore? Yeah, I got all this built up inside me. No feeling, no holding you anymore, anymore. Can I live anymore? Can I breathe anymore? Yeah, I got all this built up inside me. No feeling, no holding you anymore.
I can already tell, it doesn't even matter what I do. I can already tell, there ain't no pleasing you. So ungrateful for everything that I've done, you're ungrateful. I thought you were the one, you made me hateful. It's better left said than done. To my head I put a gun. I don't wanna pull the trigger. I don't wanna pull the trigger. But the pain that I feel is much bigger.
I hope you heard that, bitch.
Feeling like I killed myself. It don't even matter what happens to me, like I.
All right. So I added a little bit of high end right here just to give it just a smidge of brightness. I didn't really need a whole lot. I also added some stereo image to it, which kind of gives it a much wider, broad, more open feel to it. Makes it sound bigger, the space that it's sitting in. And as you can tell, I added how much of the magic? Like 61% of it. Added some of that magic to it. I'm telling you, that magic button's amazing, and it just kind of, I don't know, it gives it some sauce. It just sounds cool. And I added a little bit of dynamic punch to help the snare or clap come through, like through everything, and let it still have some smack to it. I like that. I like transients in songs. I like to hear the snares and the tightness of them and hearing them hit. I like that. Oh, and this push button down here, as you can tell, it gives it some volume. It gives it some meat, some loudness to it without it actually making it louder. It's more of an illusion. So this plugin is made for mastering. I love it. I added some body to it and a little bit of low end to give the bass a little bit more sub filling to it. And honestly, I probably won't even do much more to this track. I'm not a professional mastering engineer. I just have made my own music for so long and kind of have like my own formula and way of getting to things, and kind of know where I already want to go with things and stuff that works for my music and the music that I engineer for people. So it usually doesn't take me a super long time, but that's mastering. Mixing can take quite a while though, depending on how many tracks and how many other things are involved. That can take quite a while because you really want to make sure everything is balanced, and that's a whole nother thing that I'll probably end up making a video on. And so after this, I'm going to add a master limiter, which is really going to beef this thing up. I'll show you guys right now. First, actually, I'm going to play this, and I'm going to turn this plugin off. I'll turn it off right now, then I'll turn it on, and I'll show you the difference that all of it made so you guys can hear it. Right now it's off. Watch this button right here. So blue's on, gray's off, and you'll see me turning it on and off as I go, and you'll hear it.
Find a connection to some.
Already see, there ain't no holding back. There ain't no shame in your game, baby, and that's why you only love. Every time that you see me, it's easy to tell me that I'm 6 feet under. No, I've been spun right around. I've been hurt constantly, and you got no empathy. You can't even look me in the eye. Can't see the.
See what I mean? It just really makes it sound super nice and gives it some volume and some feel to it, and really makes a world of difference. And You know, with plugins like that, it really cuts off the workload. But now I'm going to add this master limiter, and it's really going to beef it up. It's going to take things to a whole new level right here. So I'll keep it off for now, and you'll hear me turn it on.
Already see, there ain't no holding back. There ain't no shame in your game, baby, and that's why you only love. Every time that you see me, it's easy to tell me that I'm 6 feet under. No, I've been spun right around. I've been hurt constantly, and you got no empathy. You can't even look me in the eye. Can't see the pain inside. Really, I don't anymore. My heart on the line, and you cut like a soul. Can you anymore? Can I breathe anymore? Yeah, I got all this built up inside me. No feeling, no holding you anymore.
I can already tell. It doesn't even matter what I do. I can already tell. Make me hateful. I don't wanna pull the trigger, but the pain that I feel is much bigger.
I hope you heard that, bitch.
Feeling like I killed myself. It don't even matter what happens to me. Like I ain't even feeling myself. I'm living in hell. Oh well. Only time is gonna tell. Only time is gonna tell whether I make it out alive.
Baby, I'm living like a fucking parasite. No, I don't wanna pull the trigger, but I don't wanna be so bitter. Baby, I cannot do this anymore.
Just to fly high in the night sky.
I don't wanna do this anymore. My heart on the line.
So, yeah. It's crazy. Okay, so I'm going to turn everything off here. And we'll here. Turn these off. And I'll turn them on one by one so y'all can see what I did.
Already see, there ain't no holding back. There ain't no shame in your game, baby, and that's why you only love. Every time that you see me, it's easy to tell me that I'm 6 feet under. No, I've been spun right around. I've been hurt constantly, and you got no empathy. You can't even look me in the eye. Can't see the pain inside. Really, I don't wanna die, but I'm no longer alive. Living in a dark and lonely time. I can tell that you only tell the lies. Even if one day the pain subsides, I know it's only because I'm paralyzed. I'm running out of my mind, and I'm wasting all of my time. Give me back what you took of mine. I can't tell if you're a ghost or a demon I've been holding close, taking everything I had inside, living like a fucking parasite.
I thought you were the one, you made me hateful. But the pain that I feel is much bigger.
I hope you heard that, bitch.
Feeling like I killed myself. It don't even matter what happens to.
That is my little formula right there of that song in particular. I'm going to add a couple more things that I really want to do to it, but those are my little secrets, so I can't give everything out. But yeah, I hope it helped you guys. I really do. And yeah, it's all about really taste and your perspective and how you feel and what you want the song to be. And as long as it sounds good to you and to everyone else and doesn't make your ears bleed, then I think that's an accomplishment. I think you succeeded in making a good sounding song. Just make sure that you're recording clean vocals that aren't distorted. And that's the main thing that you want to avoid, unless you're doing it for an artistic reason, is distortion. That can ruin everything. So yeah, hopefully this tutorial helped you. I'll be uploading more, and I'll show you guys how to mix some vocals and all that. So hit that subscribe button and leave a like and leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys next time. I really appreciate you being here.